Hello everyone, this is Kavita, founder of Identity First, and today I'm going to talk about a truth that most founders don't like hearing. Why so many brilliant Indian startups fail to scale globally, even though their ideas are fantastic. In one of my recent conversations with Mr. Sandeep Bansal, an award winning CIO and a digital transformation leader, he said something that stayed with me. And I feel and I think every builder, founder, and creator should know about it. So we talk a lot about innovation, but innovation in itself doesn't make you global. That's the real fact. What really defines scale is architecture, governance, and a long term vision. Many Indian startups have brilliant products, but underneath something is really missing. As Sandeep recently mentioned in his interview to Identity First, that most startups don't even have their architecture documented. And that's the real problem. So let's simplify this. You wouldn't build a house without an architect, right? But in tech, that's exactly what many startups are doing. They rush to build, they want to scale fast, and they want to show investors traction, but nobody's asking what's my foundation. Well, without a blueprint, your app might look great today, but will it sustain for 5 years? It's just like if I don't know what kind of foundation I'm building, I can still build a great house. But the real question is, will it sustain for decades? And that's exactly why so many young startups collapse, not because of lack of ideas, but because of lack of strong foundation. So where exactly is the global gap? So the real truth is, the startups in India often build for today and not for the world. In our conversation with Sadiq, had a very interesting example. A global application with more than 40 million users worldwide entered India and failed. And why? Because they didn't localize. They didn't understand Indian user behavior, sentiment, or emotional pattern. And on the contrary, what do our Indian startups do? So the Indian startups do the reverse. They build for the Indian audience, they build for the Indian user, and expect it to work globally without even re-engineering for other markets. Your scalability doesn't mean that it just only works in India. It has to mean that it works everywhere with local customization. And that's the sheer reason why products like Microsoft Windows go globally, because they do not work or focus on one single region, on one behavior type. It's not about lack of knowledge. Everything that is right also comes with money. So hiring good architects, building strong governance, adding security layers all need investment. Most startups cut corners, but a true CTO isn't a coder. So when you combine roles, you should save money short term for sure, but you lose the strategic vision that keeps the product alive long term. You might save lakhs today but pay crores in later in failure, downtime, or lost users. Here's the simplest takeaway from our conversation. When you design your product, keep three things in mind. One, scalability. Can your product grow 10 times without breaking? Second is resilience. Can it cover quickly if something fails? And third is redundancy. If one layer crashes, is there a backup ready? If these aren't built into your DNA, you will hit this, what Sandeep calls a flat line. Growth stops, innovation slows, and from there the fall begins. So what's the solution? Document your architecture like your product's DNA. Invest in the right people and don't expect one to do 5 jobs. And most importantly, design with global mindset. You're not just building an app, you're building an ecosystem, a foundation that should survive winters, changing markets, and scale across borders. Every conversation that I had with industry leaders, including Sandeep Bansal, leaves me with one insight. India does not lack innovation. It just needs strong foundation. So if you're building something today, build it to last, build it to scale, and build it to inspire. I'm Kavita, and if this resonated with you, subscribe, share, and stay tuned for more insights that will help us in building a smarter digital India. Thank you so much for watching this.